Number 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Next club, West Ham United. Bloody West Ham United. So where do I start? I had to put up with Julian Lopetegui from what, August to January. So and I've had to put up with the worst West Ham United manager I've ever seen after seeing one of the best transfer windows I've ever seen. So that already brings it back down. And yes, cool. In hindsight, the transfer window wasn't as good as people said it was, but we gave it to the wrong manager anyway. So that's kind of all null and void to me. As I've said when Lopetegui was here, 90% of what you see on the pitch is from the manager in modern day football. But people like to give every single player that joins West Ham 5 minutes of fame and then just call them shit after gassing up the new signing all the time because they're somewhat stupid. But that's the reality of West Ham fans for you. For me, this guy, Lopetegui was good. What do you mean? Such a wind up, bruv. This is different because I know we've been here before in similar seasons. But I'm glad Charlie said it just before me. I'm giving it a 0 because I had to put up with Julian Lopetegui. I had just for Lopetegui alone, I have to say a 0. And it's the fact that we hired a better manager in January, but in the middle of a January transfer window, just one day before an FA Cup game, not give him any sort of chance or any hope. Where we could have had this manager with his own squad in the summer, and we wouldn't have been in a completely poor position. This maybe would have been a transition season. Then maybe we'd be back up. Cool, whatever. Now he's been set back in 6 months alone just because of what he's had to put up with the previous regime and stuff like that as well. And I can't be asked. I just can't be asked with this club. I can't be. We've only had like a couple games I've enjoyed. One of them was the Arsenal game, and I can't remember if I've enjoyed another one apart from Arsenal away. I've had a lot of games that I didn't enjoy. Arsenal at home, Liverpool at home, Crystal Palace at home. Yes, under Potter, but these are just games in general that I've just can't be asked. And I was enjoying Everton away the second half until they scored at the end. Like it's just been a difficult season. It's just been a difficult season for me. But I'm giving him a 0. I'm giving us a 0. I don't know about you, but I'm saying 0.
I'm being quite generous towards West Ham. I think I'm not giving them anything less than a 1. I mean,
Right. Yeah.
because for me, yes, you completely fucked it with the manager signing in the summer. I feel like Lopetegui, yes, you always want to give manager time, but it just wasn't working. And the fact that your own players wanted to have a fight with him just simply tells how shit he was. But at the same time, you did bring in a manager who it does look to be in my opinion, I believe can push you in the right position. But at the same time, you should have gotten rid of the manager you cocked it with earlier.
Yeah. West Ham can get a fucking 0 from me. Hired a terrorist. It took too long to sack the terrorist. The only thing that brings them back to 0 is I like the Potter hiring. Shit club, fraudulent owners. Couldn't put it better myself. Now, to be fair, I felt for Lopetegui, it wasn't the right job for him. He should go manage back at La Liga, maybe become Sevilla's manager again. I don't feel sorry for him because I feel sorry for my own eyesight, but I hear what you're saying. I think he should maybe go fucking Ukraine, bruv, and fight in a war. Maybe witness the greater part of life there. But I don't know where he should go back. Maybe he should fucking retire. I don't know, set up a YouTube channel, bruv. Do your combat stats nonsense. I don't care. Brady is a whore. Sullivan looked like the boy in striped pajamas. Hate the club, hate the fans, hate the stadium, fault the club. Not done a cups and made a cutlery set, shit houses. Yeah. Again, Charlie, I couldn't put it better myself. As I said on Lewis, the shadow best thing about Karen Brady is her daughter. Sullivan, let me not speak before I get my channel absolutely terminated. Now that made me laugh at being generous. I'm not giving them anything less than a 1. Yeah, that was quite funny, to be fair. But yeah, 0. This has been... I've had a lot of unenjoyable seasons at West Ham. This just adds to the package. It's not worse or better than any other season. It's just West Ham. Arsenal. I'm going to let you start. It's your club.
I'm going 4.
Elaborate.
Simply because we've had a poor season. As far as our standards go, we have been incredibly poor. And there's only one man to blame, in my opinion. In fact, there's multiple people to blame. I think you look at Arteta, he's been incredibly poor this season, not made the right decisions, made decisions too late. I mean, one of the main decisions that sticks out to me this season is the fact that he brought on a substitute, didn't bring on his first substitute of the game against Aston Villa when we were 2-0 up and bottled a 2-0 lead. Didn't bring on his first sub until the 80th minute. And even that was for Raheem Sterling. Our transfer business this season has been atrocious. We had a poor window in the summer, spent fuck all in January, and now we're being made to pay the price. We've got players out injured. We've got a massive player in terms of Bukayo Saka out with a very, very serious injury early on in his career. And did we expect anything less? No, because Arteta has this tendency to play players when they're not fully fit, rush them back, and it's just going to be the same cycle again if we're not careful. So for me, I'd go with a 4. I don't know whether you'd go lower, but 4 for me. But that's simply because of the position we're in. But even then, you look at that and you say, we're only there because the league's been shit.
Yeah, I think I agree with what you said. 12 points off the top when Man City drop off, you're meant to be the next guys up. Liverpool are there instead. I'd give it a 3. You can't finish second 3 times in a row and it'd be 2 different title winners. No investment in January. Phantom bid for Ollie Watkins. That was obviously never true because that was like an old West Ham trick. Well, like Charlie. I feel like with Arteta, all he does is he just tinkers too much, or he doesn't tinker enough, and then when he struggles, he plays a bunch of kids to bail him out to bring the fans back on side because fans are emotional about children. Arsenal fans are a bunch of paedophiles. So yeah, I think 3. But yeah, Arsenal. But Liverpool first.